Have you or a loved one ever suffered from ghosting? If so, you may be entitled to absolutely no compensation. Call 1-800 Why Me Bitch today. Side effects of ghosting may include nausea, heartburn, and general embarrassment.
You're listening to Tash and Nix.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the podcast.
Hey,
Today
guys.
we're joined by my friend Kevin here.
Hey, what's up?
He showed up extra late, but we're gonna let that slide.
I mean,
Gotta save the best.
we're about to use violence, but we didn't.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
If this is your first time watching us, guys, please just like and subscribe to us. If you don't like it, we don't care. But subscribe. Today we're gonna talk about ghosting.
I like this.
Yeah, I'm very excited, especially to have a male point of view. Our little icebreaker today is...
What is ghosting? What is ghosting to you, Kevin?
What is ghosting?
Yeah, give your definition.
Ghosting to me means, you pretty much just cut somebody off. Like, all communication. You don't text them back. Some people block. Leave them on red. Honestly, there's different levels of ghosting. You could talk to somebody like from last night, and then they just continue to hit you up, blah blah blah. Then probably entertain them for a week, and then just don't respond. Or you could be talking to somebody for like a month. We're kind of dating, or maybe in a talking phase, and this just ain't it. And then you just cut them off. So it's either I'm done fooling with you, or I don't want to fool with you. Period. Type of ghosting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like there's levels to it. Like you said, like maybe I meet somebody like last night, and this morning I like blocked them because I didn't really like them in the first place. I just gave my number for whatever reason. And there's like a more like disrespectful type ghosting where you've been talking to them for like a month, and then you just like disappear on them.
Okay.
I feel like ghosting... I guess the traditional definition of it is just... I didn't even know what ghosting was, actually, until about... I think a year or so ago, because
Really?
like when I first started dating, I was divorced and dating was new to me. And so my little sister had to explain what ghosting was, because she's, younger than me, 10 years younger.
Okay.
And she's the one who had to tell me about it. And I'm like, why would someone do that? Like, I was confused. And to me, ghosting is just basically stopping communication with a person without absolutely any explanation, regardless of what stage it's in. You know, I don't personally think ghosting on any side is right. Like, I feel like you should definitely, like, even if you're not feeling someone, like, just tell them. Like,
so
what's
you
the
wouldn't
point?
ghost someone?
So I wouldn't say no.
About that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no, because I guess there are going to be circumstances where you have no choice, because maybe they do it because they don't want to hurt your feelings, or maybe they feel like you're not receptive to their truth about you. I don't know, but yeah, I guess it kind of brings us to our next topic. Like, have you ever ghosted
I've been
someone?
ghosted.
No, have you ever ghosted someone?
Were you the ghost?
Were you a Casper?
Was I Casper?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a yes.
I'm really trying to think about that.
You have.
I feel like I have, but it wasn't intentional. I wouldn't call it ghosted. I just faded off. I disappeared.
Like a ghosting. Like a ghost. Like,
I weaned myself. Like, I'm not just I'm gonna just cut it off. Like, I just kind of distance after a while. Maybe my texts get shorter.
oh,
And
that's
then it gets
fun for
boring.
the woman. Like,
Then it gets boring, and then we just kind of trail off.
yeah.
I don't have to tell you good morning back.
Oh, you're so mean.
It's not like it's
yeah, it's mean.
Sometimes it just gets to that point. So I guess I can say I have ghosted somebody. But it's not often. Like, I'm usually pretty straight up. Like, hey, yeah, this is getting kind of old.
Was it like a talking situation or like a relationship situation?
Talking.
A talking thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's talking then? Like, you just are getting to know each other stage?
Yeah, more of on a what are your interests versus mine. Are we eventually going to link up? And then if we do, like, did it work out? Especially, it's really gonna happen if we end up like going on a couple dates, and then on her part, she's like really naggy. And if it's not mutual, like, hey, so I really enjoyed last night. Really? Because I did not. And then she's like begging, so when's the next time we're going out? Oh, what are you doing today? Oh, what are you doing this week?
Oh, okay.
What are you doing this weekend?
I think I'm understanding what you're saying. So you mean like in that instance, you felt like the person was like kind of nagging about like the next meetups and all that. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So in that situation, I definitely had to Casper my way out of there.
Maybe it was some nervous energy on her part. Yeah.
Is that a women
It's a
thing?
Not necessarily. Some people like, I feel like you have to, I'm going to tell you a story a bit later and I'm sure you'll know the reason why, but I'm not a naggy person though. I'm more of a, you're dead to me. Like, you know what I mean? If I ever heard from you, you're dead to me. But,
that's Scorpio energy.
No, yeah, no, I just, not that way, but I think maybe you could have told her like, hey, you're kind of coming on a little too strong here. Like, chill. Let me like you first. You know what I mean? Like,
was the date horrible? Like on your end? Obviously, she loved it, but like you didn't.
Yeah, why didn't you like it in the first place?
Like two very different perspectives on how.
I mean,
she's probably like, "Yay!" and you're like,
"That was fantastic."
Yeah,
right.
like you're like, "I want to murder her."
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, you're gonna have a great time with me, regardless. So anybody's gonna have a great time with me. Like, come on, I'm a great time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I'm really big on energy, so.
Okay.
Whether or not I'm enjoying myself in the moment or not, I'm not going to show that. I'm going to make sure we at least get something out of it, or at least they do. Like, I don't want to waste your time, but I also don't want mine wasted.
Yeah.
But I'll be considerate, while I'm there. I'll make it an enjoyable moment, but I'll probably be more upfront after the fact, like, yeah.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about you sitting there, like, being like, I'm not really enjoying myself, but I'm going to be a good person.
Were you doing extra stuff? Like, did you hold her hand? Did you kiss her
no.
at the end of the night? You didn't do none of that? Okay.
Oh, no.
That's good.
So you're just being a nice person. So she could have taken that as, oh, this is great because he's being nice. But I mean,
he's spending
you
all this time with me. You would have said something, so I guess it's working out, is what I'm thinking she's thinking.
So was it just energy? Like that you, like, initially, like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was it a vibe, as you guys say? God.
It's the vibe.
Was it the first date? It was just one?
Yeah.
You went on a couple?
It was the one.
Maybe it was just an awkward first date.
I know, it could happen.
I don't know. Usually I just know.
No, you know what? Women literally will be like, maybe it was just this, or maybe it was just that. Like, if he's not feeling you, he's not feeling you. Like, we got to just tell ourselves that. Like, you know what I mean?
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, what happened to this? And I'm like, you know what? It just didn't work out. Like, there's no explanation. Like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably felt like, oh, maybe I should reach out to him and try to set a next date.
Yeah.
Instead of like just being like, you don't like me.
Yeah, and that's what she did. She kept reaching probably, and you were just like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we went. I think it was just only one day. No, I lied. We went on two.
Okay.
The first one was pretty cool.
Okay.
And I feel like she was being kind of naggy, but I was willing to like give it a second try.
Okay, just to see.
Okay.
Just to confirm.
That's fair. Okay.
And then the second one was like, yeah, this definitely.
No.
Because then she just kept
Why?
pushing and pushing.
Like during the date, or
afterwards.
Okay.
During was cool. I think she was moving a little too quick.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I definitely like this guy.
Yeah.
I can see myself being with him.
That sucks.
I'm like, really?
Women are like that.
I'm just trying to enjoy this steak.
Like,
yeah. Women will literally go on a date with you and be like, I wonder what our kids are going to like.
We leave like, we're getting married.
That's crazy.
No, you're true.
She had Kevin Jr. in her head already.
Yeah, she already did. Yeah, she was like,
planning our
yay.
kids.
She was like, they're gonna have his eyelashes. Like she
I'm
knew.
like, wow, I'm trying to figure out what I'm wearing tomorrow.
But guys are really that simple. Like, it's not extra. She might have picked up on it, was trying to force more, but you were kind of like, I'm not giving you more. Like,
oh,
I'm
absolutely
good.
not. No, I knew if I.
So then, why didn't you just tell her?
So I did. I tried to ghost, and it was unsuccessful. And it is a bad trait of Taurus. We're not very violent people. I don't always wake up and choose violence. Contrary to
Nicole says otherwise.
Right, contrary to belief. I just got to the point like I didn't know how to really tell her nicely. I feel like I was.
Okay.
I was throwing hints, and she wasn't getting them.
Okay.
And so I just kind of, I exploded. Like I blew up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
But you blew
about it.
up. What do you mean?
I did. I forgot what I told her. I was just like, yeah, I'm just not trying to do anything else with you. Like, I don't understand. You know, this is not working out. I think I told her like, yeah, I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah, this just ain't it. I think is what I told her.
Dang.
What did she say? Bad? Like she was mad after you said that? Or?
She was pissed.
Yeah.
I didn't word it exactly like that, but I was just like, yeah, so this you and me thing, it just ain't it. Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely something like way more mean than that, and she did not take it very well.
Okay.
Kevin being mean? I can't picture you being mean.
Yeah, like I said, I don't always choose violence. When I'm pushed.
She said she made me choose it today.
When I'm pushed to that level, I mean, I definitely felt bad after the fact. Like, you know, I asked the opinion of some other women. They were like, Kevin,
Yeah.
that's not you. I'm like, well,
Women are quick to be that direct, though.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Have you ever ghosted?
I definitely have.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tasha is a ghoster.
I didn't do a slow fadeaway like that.
She just
I
straight
ghosted.
up
Tasha's a
not-
ghoster,
yeah.
Quickly.
bro. I knew it.
I cut that cord very quick.
Why? Give it like some examples as to why you ghost.
It was just a horrible date. I remember this guy recently I went out with. We went to get drinks somewhere,
Mhm.
and he was just real like all up on me, and like
Yikes.
he was like, "You're so beautiful."
Yeah,
I hate when
he
people touch my
touched
face.
you? Oh my God.
And we're in COVID times, and you're touching my face.
Ew.
And when he did, I was like,
What?
I can't hide the way I feel. In my
No,
face,
you really
so
can't.
I look disgusted. Like when it happened,
I
I was
can't.
like,
No.
He was like, "Oh, you're so." He did it like a couple times, and I was kind of like, he
Why'd
wasn't
you tell
reading
him?
body language.
You didn't tell him?
I'm bucking, like I really.
I'm
was.
normally, yeah, that's me. Don't touch your
Right?
face.
You in my bubble. You in my space right now.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
then
cool.
after the date, like he was kind of naggy too. Like if I didn't text back, like
No.
5 minutes later, he like
Oh,
had
no.
like a little attitude to text. I remember me and Nicole were filming. I was like, "What blocked?" I'm just gonna
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I think though that it is better to tell people. In my experience, I tell people, and then I get cussed out. But I mean, I would rather tell that person you are coming on too strong, or you are irritating. I told someone they were irritating, and he was so mad.
That
at
would
me.
crush my soul.
He was irritating me, and I guess I could probably have used a little bit more tact, but I just and tell me too, because I want to know. It might hurt your feelings, and it's true, but sometimes we gotta work on ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like to understand if your goal overall is to eventually be with someone, be happy, etc. You might want to know about yourself a little
Right.
bit, and someone should probably tell you at least
Right.
one point. You know, like how else are we gonna learn? I think I've only ever ghosted someone, not for like reasons like with Tash, but I mean because I just tell them. But this is gonna be really bad, and I really apologize
Here we
if
go.
anyone else has this issue. But this guy, it was like online dating, and he's younger. I normally don't date younger guys, but I was like, whatever. He seemed really nice. So in his pictures, I zoomed in. He had a little bit of something on his mouth. Oh, well,
I remember that.
little something on his
Okay.
lip. Yeah. Like a little
Little
bit.
bump?
Little razzle dazzle.
Little
razzle dazzle on his
razzle.
lip.
Mhm.
And I was like, so I sent you a picture of it, and then I zoomed in and sent you an additional picture, and then I didn't even tell you anything. I'm like, what do you see? And she zoomed in even more and sent me one back and was like, the fuck is that? He was handsome,
It looked
but
like it needed to be
hell
diagnosed. Like
no,
seriously,
yes.
it was disgusting.
And
Oh,
so
geez.
she was like, what? So Tasha wrote back, the fuck is that? And I'm like, exactly. I didn't even have to say anything. She already knew what the hell was going on. So, again, we were talking before that, and I was like, he's really cute, whatever. But then after I zoomed on the picture, I was like, and then I looked through his other pictures, and I'm like, oh, it's the same thing. Like, is this new?
On all of them?
There was one that looked like it healed, So I was like,
Or at least he wasn't having a breakout.
So then my stupid ass was like, oh, looks like you've got a little something on your mouth.
You told him?
I did.
I can't.
I did. And I
Somebody
sent you
needed
the
to.
response. Yeah, I sent her the response because I was like, hey, it looks like you got a little something on your mouth there.
I can't. Hey, hi there. Just let you know.
So he responds, yeah, I was eating a donut earlier. Nigga. every day for the past 3 months.
Right.
Like,
Then several pictures where we're wearing different clothes.
yeah, he said, "Oh, my bad. I was eating a donut earlier." That's exactly what he wrote me back.
He was eating something, but it wasn't.
It wasn't a donut.
Oh, it wasn't a donut.
You know what I mean? So at that point, I was
Not from
done.
Shipley's.
Yeah, Shipley's don't make that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing your lip. Like, and again, if that is your situation, I do not mean to offend you. It's just personally, no. Yeah,
it's the razzle dazzle.
Just not for me, you know. So I just stopped talking to him. Like that was you guys. I had no choice. I couldn't be like, you got some shit on your mouth. Like
he never addressed it.
Oh, so he wrote me back like a few times, and I felt so bad because I wanted to say why, but I felt in that instant I did not want to hurt his feelings. But we know, nigga, we know. Like,
we know what the deal is.
So that was one instance of me ghosting someone. I could not respond.
I feel like that's valid though.
Yeah.
You know, I think you were, within reason.
I didn't want to be mean.
I hope he went to the doctor.
Hey man.
He boy, like, come on, and listen, do your thing. They should maybe make a website for that.
You know what? He gonna shine from this. He's going to overcome this little obstacle.
I hope he does.
And he gonna
With
be
some medication, but
a Crest commercial or a Colgate commercial one of these days.
Imagine.
And he gonna be like, you know what? There's this one girl that clowned me, but now look at me. Now I'm on a Super Bowl ad
for
Colgate.
No, thank you.
Oh, weak.
You didn't really clown him. You were concerned.
I was genuinely concerned because clearly he wasn't.
Just like
you posted all these photos and
wow,
he chose violence. That
he
day.
chose violence.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So
I can't believe he said I was eating a donut earlier.
he said he had a donut earlier. I remember I said
if that was the case, why would you post this?
Sir, go to hell.
Like, he gets a 10 for effort. You know.
And it's an unfortunate situation, but I don't want to deal with that.
I would have said I got in a fight with my razor or something, or my barber.
How many fights?
Nicked me,
multiple times. Like, sir, I just cannot. So I just. That's the only other time for me. Well,
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
When have you ever been ghosted, Kevin?
When have I been ghosted?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Are there multiple times? Like,
Ooh,
I can hear the pain in your voice.
I know.
Let's think about this one. I'm pretty sure I have. Like I know I have. I just tend to not remember them.
You block
because
them
I don't
out.
wanna,
The anguish.
I don't want to.
There wasn't one that was like, damn, that actually like stung a little bit.
I've definitely been ghosted before. I don't know if it's been recent. I just know it didn't feel great. I was like, dang, I guess she's not feeling me. I guess I'm just talking to myself there. Echo.
So you text and she wasn't responding.
Yeah.
How many times did you reach out with no response?
Well, I have a rule.
Okay.
That I try to stick
Same.
to.
Go ahead, please.
So first of all, I'm not really a fan of double texting.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody doesn't like to admit it, but it's a thing. We all do that. Like, well, I texted you last, so it's your turn to text me.
Correct.
And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna sit on it. If I text you at 4:00, I'm waiting until really I have like a 24-hour. So
okay.
if I text you at 4 p.m., I'm gonna wait until 4 p.m. Like, all right, you validly should be texting me back by now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't say you forgot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
And
give
she
it
wasn't that
24
busy.
before I hit you
Yeah.
back again. And if I double text you and you don't hit, then
We're good.
I'm gonna let that just sit right there.
Yeah. You never wonder, like, you sit back at night in your pillow, like,
Sometimes I do. I'm like, dang, is it me? What did I say? I'll go reread. I'm an overthinker, so I'll go reread over the text.
Same.
Oh my god, I'm such an overthinker.
I'm a super bad overthinker. Like, I'll just think too deep. Like, is it the time that I texted her? Maybe,
Aww.
Is she a grandma? Like, did she go to sleep early? Maybe I texted before
That's
the
a grandma?
time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does she go to sleep at 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I overthink too, to like a
I
ridiculous
super
point. Like maybe he died and he'll come back alive tomorrow.
You know?
Maybe he'll text me back.
I don't know.
Not me. I'm like, fuck him, girl. Like, I'll try to be like, okay, he better have a good explanation as to why. And my explanation is literally always outrageous. That has to be the only reason why he has not hit you up. Like, what? Like, nah. What about you, Tash? Have you ever been ghosted?
Please,
Definitely been ghosted.
let's indulge. I would love to know.
That shit stung.
What
I ain't gonna lie, it was
happened?
painful.
Man.
Whew. This is a while back. It's
Yeah.
actually the only like time I can think of where I've been legit ghosted like that.
Yeah.
So I went to school with this guy. He lived in another city at the time. I lived in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
He drove from his city to mine to take me on a date.
Ooh,
Right? That's what I
Okay.
was thinking.
love language.
Just wait.
Hmm.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, oh, wow, he drove a couple of hours just to, take me on a date.
Okay.
I feel special.
Yeah.
So we go on a date. It's good. His own words on the date was like, I really like you. And we were making plans to like, go back and forth to see each other. And like,
Yeah.
It's getting
talking
serious.
in future,
Yeah.
intent on
Pretty
the first
cereal.
We did like kiss at the end of the date and everything like that. So-
I like this book. I like this novel already. Where can I subscribe?
Exactly.
So the next day we were like texting and stuff, and it was going on for like a week. We were like texting back and forth, and I was like, okay, I'll come see you this weekend. He was like, I was supposed to do something with my mom this weekend, but I'll move that around. I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
like,
not for your mother.
No, it's cool.
yeah, like
Not for
I
my
can-
mom.
Not for
I can come another
not for
weekend.
dearest mom.
because I want mom to like me in the future. So
Yeah.
keep rolling.
Right.
He was like, no, that's fine. I really want you to come. So I was like, okay. So we were texting, and then one day it just
Fell off.
stopped.
Nothing.
Didn't even fall off. Like radio
Flat out.
silence, flat out
On his end.
on his end.
Mhm.
He just never takes it back.
Never. Like
So needless to say, he
Gone
never
away.
came back down.
he did come back like 6 months later with a really weird excuse.
What was his excuse?
So about 6 months later, we were coming to Houston.
Mhm.
I remember, and I was getting stuff out of the car, and I accidentally FaceTimed him. This is the last person I had FaceTime.
Oh,
People watching
shoot.
are like, bitch, you call him on purpose.
No,
I
she really
swear
did it. I
did.
remember you told me like, damn it.
I know. I was
doing
like,
FaceTime.
while
with
I
her.
was calling him, I was
FaceTime.
like, hang it up. I know people were like, you called him.
Okay.
I swear I did it. So after I hung up, he had called me back, and that's when he was like, well, what had happened was just, this person came back into my life, and I wanted to make sure that door was closed before I
You
opened.
couldn't have said
Okay,
that to me, my brother.
communication.
Like,
Why
And
didn't
I
you just tell me?
remember I was just like, you're trash, and that was all
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah, I remember
And then-
you told him that. Yes. Yeah, I remember.
And then,
Yes.
the next morning, first of all, I had in my mind a whole speech I was going to give if I ever talked to him again.
Yeah.
So I was already, mad even when he hit me up.
Yeah.
So the next morning after I, told him he was trash, he had texted me, a paragraph,
Of course.
oh, I'm so sorry. This has been just weighing heavily on my mind.
No,
I
it
just
hasn't.
wanted to let you know. Blah, blah,
This
blah.
is 6 months later.
Yeah.
He's like, I would love
No.
to apologize to you in person. My stupid ass.
Oh, you
Let
did.
him
Oh, my
give me
God.
advice
Pisces is gonna do it.
I know, we give chance
Pisces
after
be
chance.
feeling. Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Fire.
We're going to edit this to put a clown emoji on my face. This is probably the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I actually let him come see me, and he did apologize in person. We hung out, and then after that, he goes to me again.
Damn. Got him.
Fool me once.
He didn't only
But
stab me with the
fool me
knife,
twice.
he twisted it.
You're right.
Yeah.
You chose heartbreak.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay.
The second time around, it was nobody's fault but mine.
I remember this knife.
Yeah.
He thought of me. He used the same
Let
knife.
me spit.
He brought the same knife to
He brought the same knife he stabbed me with before. He cares.
Mm-mm. Hell
Yeah.
to the no.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Don't be like me, be better.
Do better than
Do
Tash
better.
people.
Oh, that sounds like a 2020 type
The
thing
embarrassment.
there.
Man, that sucks. Like,
The audacity.
dang, Tasha, you chose that.
It was brutal.
Mm.
That's not cool. Okay.
So where is he today?
Somewhere in hell. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, somewhere in hell. Like that.
Somewhere,
He's in the same place.
somewhere simmering
Yeah.
You,
over a hot flame.
you know him. We'll talk about it.
Oh, interesting.
Not cool. Mm-mm. Guess what, guys?
We'll just go over it.
Oh, even better.
I have a game time for you guys.
Oh yes.
Since we have a lovely gentleman with us today, I always feel like women should hear men's perspectives
Oh, that's what I'm here for.
on pretty much everything. We can talk to each other all day and be like, oh, well, the girl, it's probably this or it's probably that, but we really don't know because we're not men, you know?
Yeah.
So this is called Why Did I Get Ghosted?
Hey.
Okay, so,
Welcome to Kev's Corner.
okay, and I want you to be brutally honest, you know,
Absolutely.
like slap me.
Brutal. Don't
Oh.
don't go Kevin Samuels on us.
Yes,
You know who that
because
is?
you will
Oh,
be
we-
stopped, okay?
Is that the dating advice guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's so mean.
So basically, you just suck at
You're
sex.
just trash and you're ashy.
You're
you know what I'm
dry.
saying?
Right.
Like, what?
You're ashy.
You're already minus 2 points because you got a kid, you know? Like, what? Goddamn. Like, so according to you.
You'll pretty much be single for the rest of your life. Yeah, just get used to that.
Yeah. But anyway, so one of my, I guess, getting ghosted stories.
Okay.
And I kind of know, I feel like I know, but you can just tell me. So there was a gentleman, and he, we reached out. We had a really, really good, first date.
Okay.
It was really good. Then after that, he lived in San Marcos. I lived in Austin. Okay. And, again, I was on my A game. You know, I really tried to, put the best foot forward, on our date. We had good chemistry. I felt like we had instant, that chemistry.
Right.
After that, that week, he would call me because his work schedule was different than mine. He'd work later at night, so he would sleep mostly through the day and then wake up and then go to work in the evening. So he would always call on his way to work. He was always really good about communicating with me and et cetera. And then he would call in the morning time before I would go to work and we would talk. And again, he was telling me the things he wanted. He had no kids, He just made it seem like we were, really, really whatever.
Working towards something.
So, I'm going to say it went like that for a week and then nothing. Literally nothing. Didn't hear from him. He open up to me about his grandma, his issues with his mother, his issues with his father, all these things. Nothing. And I'm not like you. I'm not going to keep double texting somebody. If I don't hear from you and I'm like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm just going to let it be. It is what it is. I was like, maybe I just wasn't for him. Okay. So a year later, literally a year later, he writes me and he's like, Nicole. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Because I didn't know. He's like, listen, before I tell you who I am, please just promise me you'll give me a chance. And I'm like,
oh, Lord.
I'm like,
number?
So, yeah, a whole different number. I mean, I clearly didn't save his number. I used to have an Android that Tasha used to clown all the time.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Android, people.
There's a lot wrong with Android.
She would call my videos World War II videos.
That's fine.
She was so disrespectful.
We can have historic videos.
But yeah, so when I changed over and I got my iPhone, not only that, I just lost everything. So whatever. And I was like, who is this? I was like, at that point, I wasn't like, oh, who could this be? I was like, tell me who the fuck you are, or I'm done. Yes. Yeah. And he's like, he sends me a picture of himself, and I'm like,
well, that ain't the way to do it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what do you want? I literally said that because I was confused, And he's like, listen, I know that you're probably mad. He's like, I was going through over old texts in my phone and I was reading our text thread and I just knew that I made a mistake with you. And I just wanted to know if you would please give me a chance to explain myself to you. And I was like, sure. You know what I'm saying? I was still kind of taking it with a grain of salt, but whatever. So we get back and I was like, fine, we can go on a date. We went on another date. Okay. This is about a week after that. We went on another date. And right before that date, though, he did explain, he said, he had just lost a job. Weird to me because you were calling me before you went to work, but okay. He had just lost a job, all of these things. And then he was like, I was dating this girl and I found out, she really wasn't for me. I'm like, so you probably were dating her when you were talking to me, but
why
okay.
Are you telling me this?
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, I just came to the decision that I realized I'm a grown man. I need this. I need that. Okay, great. Fine. We go on our date. And again, we did have really good chemistry. That's great. But then the next day, he, 2 days after that, he goes, so what are we really doing here? And I was like, what? I was so I'm not even kidding. He was like, I was like, hey, I haven't heard from you, after the date. I think I heard from him one day and then 2 days passed. And I was like, haven't heard from you. Are you okay? He's like, what are we really doing here? And I was like, I don't.
You hit me up.
Yeah. I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. What do you mean? What are we doing here? And he's like, I'm just saying, you live in Austin. I live in San Marcos. Shit you knew when you first started talking to me and you still know.
Nothing has changed.
And it's not a 5-hour job.
Yeah, and nothing has changed. And I was like, what do you mean exactly? So I know after that second date, we were kissing and stuff a lot. We were kissing, we were doing too much, girl. We were doing a lot. And I'm not a PDA girl. So I was just like, I know.
In the parking lot?
Yes, kissing, doing a lot. I am not. And I was like, you know what? I think I should go home. You know what I'm saying? And, and so he went he was like, he respected my wishes and he went home. I personally feel like he just wanted to fuck. And that's just what I feel like. I don't know for sure. But yeah, after that second day or that day when I wrote, I'm like, what happened? You know, he's like, what are we really doing here? And I'm like, what? And he's like, you live in here, I live here. You know, it's just like, what, you know, we already have the connection, the connection established. So what are we really doing here? Exactly.
He thought he was going to tell you a little sad story, and you're going to be like, oh my God,
and then
I feel so
sleep
bad
with
for
him.
you. Let me throw
Is
you
that
a
what you
little-
think happened? And then so after that, I was like, you know what? I don't know what your issue is. I was like, but like, I was really confused. So I was just like, you know what? I have nothing else to say to you. And then I didn't hear from him again after that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What? Like, why go through all of that? Will men really go through all of that just to have sex with you? Like,
Absolutely.
then why not just say that from the beginning? Just say, I would only like to have sex with you.
Well, I know some women like that approach, you know. I'll be watching the stories, you know, so women be posting these little memes or these tweets. I don't know if y'all follow Niggas Be Broke Okay.
Yeah, she's freaking hilarious. Whoever that is,
I feel like you sent me posts.
I have. Hilarious.
I just got hip like 2 weeks ago. It's freaking hilarious, but I'll be watching. So it'd be like posts like that, and someone were like, yeah, just like if you trying to slang the dick, just say that. You know,
I won't
don't
receive
be around
it,
the bush.
but I'm just saying, like, at least
know?
just tell me so I can know that you don't value me in that sense.
Yeah.
You only see me this way. Great.
There's a lot of women that are like, okay,
go fuck
cool.
someone else.
I'll put you on this day. We can do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. We don't want to just be so direct. Like, there's times we can be direct. We don't always want to do that. We just kind of want to beat around the bush and see if that approach works. Because it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say what's the fun in it, but like, what's the fun in that? You know, it's the conversation. It's the lead up. It's the play. Rather than me just be like, so you trying to jump on, or like,
I feel like you only play yourself in that situation though.
Yeah,
because I've
either
told
way
you
it
I'm looking for a
goes.
relationship. So if you're beating around the bush, now you took me on a $100 date.
you can tell me you're looking for a
what?
relationship. But that's the thing. So the first point is, I hear you, but I want to know if your words match up with your actions.
And they do.
Because all it takes is one time for me to have been told by some other girl, all I want is a relationship, but yet you're jumping on my dick.
Yeah.
A week later, like, oh, that's crazy. I could have sworn you just told me. And then I'm telling my boys, oh, yeah, bro. And then, I mean, she just told me she was looking for a relationship, but shoot, I was just.
I mean, I get
she
that,
wasn't
but
serious.
Shouldn't you like reset that scale every new person? Like, you can't just automatically think because old girl wanted that I want that.
It's not always the same, but like I said, it only takes one time for me in a similar situation scenario. If I meet another girl that is like that other chick, I'm like, oh shoot, I can go back to this moment. Like, well, this worked for her. Maybe it'll work for her. You know, if I feel like we're not really trying to waste your time, but I mean, we're not trying to waste our time either. So
yeah,
we just have the game figured out. Like I tell all my other female friends, niggas are getting smarter in 2021. Okay.
What do you mean? How so?
Yeah, please.
Niggas are getting smarter. Like, we have the game figured out. I'm really just giving away too much game. So this is only free game I'm gonna give.
Okay.
We want to learn.
No, teach us.
But we're getting smarter because we're thinking like women now. So we know what y'all are thinking, and we're going to think around that. So if you say you're only looking for a relationship, we're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I respect that. You know, so we're gonna take.
Okay, you sound so sincere, it's scary. Like,
yeah,
yeah, because that's how we let you in.
Liar.
That's how we get you to open up. So I'm gonna take you on this loophole. I'm gonna tell you the
and
things
that's why I
that
treat them like
good.
trash up front. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just be. I might as well be an asshole to them up front. Fuck you then.
I'm gonna take you on a date. I'm not gonna expect anything, but that's not the truth. I may be trying to smash, but I'm gonna take you on this nice date. I'm gonna be respectful.
Yeah.
That's why it's really hard to trust dudes nowadays, and really women too, because they'll go out on dates with us and they'll just use us for a free meal, and we actually might be interested in them. Yeah. And then they ghost us, and we never hear back. Like, wow, I really thought she was into me.
Yeah.
So it really goes both ways, but it's girls using the nigga approach. Yeah. They got it from us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I mean, really, they just stole game from us. Yeah. But it's the same thing that we do to women. It's hard to trust dudes sometimes because we don't know. Y'all don't know what our intentions are. Yeah. It could be a totally nice guy. You're texting her like, I think I might found one.
As soon as you do that, that shit goes downhill.
Yeah, I just don't even jinx it. Like, you know what? Yeah. Who knows at this point?
But instead of revealing ourselves so early in the game, like a week or 2 weeks in, the point is we're getting smarter because we have learned patience. And that's why it's so dangerous.
Yeah, guys, you're right. Because to me, in my opinion, men are not as patient. Or they weren't, you know? So I guess
We're
Wow.
getting more patient in order to GTD. Okay.
What is that?
Get the draws.
Oh, okay.
You remember the episode on Martin?
No,
Where Tommy
I don't
was
like-
I've never really watched Martin.
Yeah, they're really-
oh my God,
Sorry,
are you
don't
serious?
cancel us. I'm so sorry.
No.
I only
Still
a few
subscribe.
times and it stressed me out. I can't.
I don't
Martin.
like Martin. I'm
like-
more of a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I like Shanae. Like,
yeah.
I can't.
I'm
I've never
sorry.
gotten into Martin. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Allergy.
But I also, listen, growing up, I was in a Caribbean family. Like, we didn't really watch TV like that anyway.
Martin?
So, sorry.
I don't have that excuse. I just don't like Martin.
Are you serious? You cannot
Yeah.
admit this on. I can't.
She did.
On-
I said I don't like
You got to go watch that episode. I forgot what it was. It was some court case, and he was like, "Well, what's your what's the verdict or whatever?" He was like, "Oh, he was testifying. He was like, all right, I GTD." He was like, "What's GTD?" I got the draws.
No, we can't relate to.
Oh
To
man,
What are you
that
looking
episode.
for?
hilarious.
Are you looking to GTD, whatever you said?
GTD, get the
Get
draws.
Get the draws.
Or are you looking to date seriously?
Yeah.
Me, or is that just an in general?
You.
You.
I mean, I'm looking to date seriously.
Okay.
Have I gotten the draws? Yes, I have. But that, I mean, sometimes
You wanted to make sure to put that out there.
You're right. I mean, you know, I'll be honest about it.
Someone's gonna
Period.
comment. I fucking hate him.
Right.
What?
I've gotten the draws before, both looking for a relationship and it just turned into whatever, and then
No.
not looking for one, and then obviously it turned into GTD.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't go into it looking for it. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it just turns into that. I don't know. If I do know one thing, like if I'm really into a chick, I'm trying my best not to GTD.
Yeah.
She could be pushing
Yeah.
for it, and it's hard.
Facts. Like, honestly, facts.
It's really hard.
Because, like, when you find some, because a woman is turned on by that. Like, when you already know yourself, I'm not like this, I'm not going to be like this, I don't give myself like that, and the guy is also on the same thing, you're like,
It's tough.
you know, and
Yeah.
the guys are respectful, and you're like, this is just making me want him
Yeah, it's the
more.
fact he's so respectful.
Yes, it's like, oh, well, I'm going to have to violate you.
Yeah.
Because what? But yeah, because guys aren't like that anymore.
I'm gonna have to violate you.
Violate. But yeah, so I do have another.
Violate.
I have another
I love
one
it.
that I want you to give your opinion
Please.
on. I literally already know the answer to this.
Oh,
After that, I want to know why you think I was ghosted. But
Oh
what
no!
is your
Oh, I didn't know you had one.
I just told you the
Tasha's
ghosted
always
story.
guilty.
Oh, you want to know why
Why
that
he
one?
thinks?
Okay, yeah, I want to know too.
Tasha's always guilty, first of all. So let's start.
Facts. No,
Let's start
just kidding.
there. Let's start there.
Angel.
So about your story, you mean? You want?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think?
Your story or hers?
Hers.
Why you're guilty?
Like
Yeah.
why he ghosted her.
Oh, that one guy.
Give it to me straight, but not to me, but straight.
Why he ghosted you? He honestly, because he was traveling down, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if he's traveling, you can't really guarantee that you're the only one that he's
True.
entertaining.
Facts.
So he probably had another situation going on.
Mm.
And how long were y'all talking?
Only for like a couple of weeks.
Couple
after
of
that
weeks,
first date.
exactly. So he was like, I can't continue to nurture this. Like,
Mm.
I have something that's close in proximity,
Mm.
and that
Then why
thing.
travel?
Because then he ended up coming back a year later.
No, it
Yeah.
was like months.
It was like
6 months.
later.
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
months. So he probably had something going on that was closer to him, that was moving a little quicker and more promising at the time.
Mm.
And obviously, you got to cut off all communication once you and a significant other, we establish what our boundaries are. Are we exclusive?
Mhm.
Got to cut them all off. Like, no questions asked. And then depending on your chick, too, some girls are like, cool, like, hey, if you have a lady friend, I'm cool with that. Like, we have open trust. Other girls are like, oh, no, I can't. We not, what friends? I don't care who she is.
I'm that one.
You got to cut her off. So that's probably what his situation was. He got a little serious with the chick that he was talking to that's closer to him, and he found no reason to explain. I mean,
Mm.
we're not dating. We're talking.
Yeah.
True.
We're talking at that point. So I don't owe you any explanation.
Mhm.
I have this. girl.
Ouch.
I know.
Right.
Okay.
But not to say that y'all didn't have something. That's why he came back around, which is what we will do. If I found you had something promising, but it didn't work out, I'll go ahead and loop back around and see if you're,
Mm-hmm.
send that little text message. Hey, you remember me?
Well, you can go to hell. Like,
I cleaned
Don't
the knife
recall.
off. No bad
I'm
blood.
about to clean the knife
so
off.
broken. Like, no.
I'm still broken.
Clean the knife off, ready to come back.
Did that wound heal?
Yeah.
I remember that scar.
Let me reopen it.
Right.
I'm going to ask you, like I said, I already know the answer to this one.
Okay.
I met this guy, and I'm sure there's a few different reasons you're going to give me, but we met up. We went like on a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? It was really good. Now, I was super nervous. I was super nervous because I was actually excited to meet this person, you know? And he said I was a little overdressed. I don't think I was for a walk in the park, but
He told you?
yeah. Because he's like, well, I showed up in basketball shorts, and I didn't show up in like high heels. I just had like camo pants on and like a tank. I had probably like a necklace on. I didn't think I was overdressed, but okay, whatever. He said he felt like I was. He's like, dang, you're a little overdressed. He's like, and I was like, no big deal.
Okay.
We walked around the park, had a good time. We sat down, we talked. But I think I had a lot of nervous energy because I was like fidgeting. Like,
were you playing with the necklace a lot?
I was playing with the necklace, and there was like an ant, and I'm not really a fan of like bugs.
Is this during COVID times? Is that why you were?
Yes, it was. It was. So it was just like, but the thing is, prior to us meeting up, like we had great conversation. Great, like we talked about both of our like histories and stuff like that. He's an educated guy. I was super excited about that. And he just gave me a really good vibe. I thought we had good vibes, but now I'm thinking about it. I kind of I'm not understanding something. So so then when we finally did meet up, we like walked around the park. We sat down on a bench. I already kind of researched him on Facebook and stuff.
Of course.
And Google.
I kind of researched
So I
him.
pretty much already knew about his brothers and everything, but I mean,
creeped him up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I heard your blood type 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like fidgeting a lot, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And there's like ants, and I was like, oh, there's an ant, and I smashed the ant, and I was like, why did I smash the ant? Poor ant.
With your finger?
Girl, I was doing the
Ew.
most. I know. Like I don't. Like I'm telling you guys, I had the.
I promise.
I saw it sexy, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't even know why I did it.
You just like one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. It'd be
I
like
was
that.
just, like I was in rare, weird
If
form.
a guy did that the other day, we got
like, oh, psychopath.
So Shane's psychopath.
Yeah.
All right, now I know.
So then I was like, I'm like, then I told myself mentally, I'm like, oh, bitch, you are fucking up. Like, bring it back in. Like, because it was like I'm telling you, it was such weird nervous energy because it was after like I went on a hiatus for a little bit, and I was like, all right, Nicole, just you're ready,
Okay.
So then we get up, and like he starts talking to me during the date though about some weird shit. Like he was like telling me like when he goes out, like he's like, would you be mad like if I flirted in my relationship? And I was like, explain yourself, because like why wouldn't I be mad? He's like, well, like I've had issues in the past where like the girl I was with was upset because I flirted with the waiter a little bit, just to get us like a free appetizer. I was like, so you're gonna slut yourself out for an onion blossom?
Right.
Like
you're gonna disrespect me for
Some chicks be
Yeah.
down with that.
Or
croissant.
for some breadsticks?
Yeah, like
I don't
like
know.
$4.99,
Is
but
it
okay.
Olive Garden?
You can just pay
If it's Olive
They're
Garden,
free.
I might.
The breadsticks come
Yeah.
with the food.
Oh,
Yeah, like no.
Yeah.
well.
Or you
So-
better buy the extras. Because,
Yeah, like,
no.
sir, what? So I was like, of course I wouldn't be okay with that. He's like, come on. Like, I don't know if he was trying to be funny, but okay, whatever. The date was ending.
Something I would say though, but that would be funny.
Really? No, he was dead ass. And
And then we're getting back to why she wouldn't text you.
I would. I would be like, what? I could get us some free stuff.
no. Do you want me to do a silhouette
Right.
challenge for like some free?
Yeah.
Like what are you talking about?
You want me to flirt for some free?
Do you want me to
drinks?
twerk for the gram for
Right.
like
Look,
a quick 50?
We do the busted challenge for some.
As
Like,
long as I
what
know
would
the silhouette's coming home with me, that's all I need to know.
Nah, there ain't
You know
no
that's
way.
not
You
the
getting
truth.
some free stuff?
So your mom and daddy can see
I'm not
your,
gonna
your,
slut her
your
out.
girl's nipples.
I'm not gonna slut her out, but shoot,
No.
You would be so mad if your girlfriend did that, or somebody you really like did that.
it depends on what the benefit is.
Sir.
What are we getting for this?
Do you have children?
I do not.
Would you want your future children to see their future mother busting it down on the gram?
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing?
Or your future daughter.
What do you mean?
What are we getting for the kids? It has to be for the
Stop.
children.
You lying.
Stop.
You know you're not being truthful.
Stop it.
This might be, the difference between us starving that night. Some free cereal.
So you gonna piss
This
her out
ain't
for some
City
food?
High. She's not crying all over the
Right.
bedroom floor because
This
she's
could be
hungry.
our food stamps for the month.
That's all you was.
It was ridiculous. sleep with a man for a little bit of money. What? Girl, have you tried?
Like McDonald's is hiring.
I'm weak.
Is daddy doing crack? Like, what? Girl, like, there are other things you can do. But anyway, so going back, the end of the date, he gets out of the car. He's like, yeah. He's like, by the way, my last name is, he told me his last name, which I already knew, you know.
I know your middle name too.
Right. And I was like, he was right before he told me. I was like, oh, I already know your last name. I know.
You said that?
Yeah.
Nicole.
I know. And so I go, he goes,
Wait, how's your aunt? How was your birthday party?
He also paused and he was like, I was like, when you called my phone, it was a good save.
Oh, that's a good save.
It was a good save. Yeah. When you called my phone with iPhone, apparently it gives the first. It doesn't make it does to this person.
Yeah. Good save.
It was really good save. Because immediately I was like, oh, Nicole, oh my God.
Yeah, you're about to like a crazy.
Exactly. And so.
Oh yeah, I gotta cut her off.
And so I was like, your name popped up. He's like, oh, okay. And so, yeah.
He got in his car like, yeah, right.
Okay, right? So I thought that too. I was like, well, this is a done deal, you know? But then he wrote me after that. Like, he wrote me for like 2 days after. He's probably contemplating, like, is this bitch really crazy?
Really crazy.
Yeah. And he was like, he literally wrote me and said, I think we're soulmates. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Is he crazy?
Or he could like crazy.
Yeah.
Or he could like crazy.
Yeah, we were both the same sign too, which I heard does not work
Never
out.
works.
Yeah.
Scorpio.
And I never tried it before.
Pisces and Pisces don't work together at all.
And so then he like wrote me one day. I wrote him back. Never heard from him again. Why did I get ghosted, Kevin? Go on.
Well, honestly, it was the ants for me.
Right, me too.
You know, it was the ant, man.
It was the ant for me.
It's the all lives matter. You know?
I'm so sorry. Well, I contemplated. I was like, oh, why did you do that? God, he think. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry.
He texted you and said, I think we're soulmates.
He did.
What was the last thing he said?
We were just talking about something. He actually had called earlier that day. He had to get off the phone for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, I can go look at my phone. But we talked. I don't even know if I still. I probably do. He like, I don't know. It was like trickling down. He's like, yeah, I'll call you. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Never heard from him again.
How long had you been talking to him for?
We were talking for about a good 2 weeks before we decided to like meet. Yeah.
And then after y'all met, it fizzled out for how long?
It was 2 days after that.
2 days.
Yeah, I told you. So after we met and after the craziness, like we still talked. It was still like regular communication. Second day, like he had called me earlier that day. We had spoken, you know, just regular text messages. He told me he was going to call me the next day. And
okay, so if I'm thinking, obviously I'm a guy. If I'm thinking like a guy and I'm him, it's misleading to say I think we're soulmates.
Yeah.
I may be into you, but I'm just not super into you.
Yeah.
And I know that I have said things, even though it didn't go great, I kind of like the chick.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to tell her some stuff to like ease her over, you know, just to reassure, like, you know, I like you, but yeah, you know, I'm just not really into you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say something off the wall, like, I think we're soulmates.
That's a lot.
Like, I'll literally,
I didn't somebody said something outrageous. I just
kind
of laughed it off. I was like, what?
Like, I'll say something outrageous to chicks sometimes, like, you know, you looked absolutely delicious last night.
Oh, that's not outrageous.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh,
I thought you were going to be like, I love that you
said delicious?
Don't have 5
delicious.
fingers.
You know, just something off the wall. But that's me.
Outrageous.
That's me, though. I come up with very random things to say. Or like, I think I met the mother of my children last night.
That is out of line.
You know,
go to hell.
Something out of line.
I'm the mother in blocks.
Yeah.
You know, but I only say that if I feel like she likes me. Like,
that is
even so
ridiculous.
Now I kind of like you less.
But the thing is, if you're killing ants,
but if you really like,
and I feel like you're crazy, I can say something like that to you, and
we're never gonna forget that.
I know.
You gonna take it for gold.
It happened.
I think I met the mother of my children last night. You know, but
killing ants.
The more professional, killing ants, right? The more professional version of that is, I think we're soulmates.
That is bizarre.
You know, so
out there.
You're like, oh my gosh, wow, he actually likes me, da da da, and then I can just kind of.
Bye, bitch.
That's it.
Bye, ant girl.
Ant girl, ant killer.
I mean, it happened. I'm straight up about who I am. I am a lot of things. Sometimes I'm weird. Sometimes I make weird noises. But I'm a genuine human being.
I can just imagine him on another date right now. Like, yeah, that bitch killed an ant.
Yeah, bro.
Let me tell you about my last date I had.
Man, you think that's funny? What you hear about this chick?
We talk about ant girl.
She's a whole murderer.
And I really sat there and contemplated. I'm like, oh, why did I just kill that ant? And he's probably like, God damn, like, what's wrong with this bitch?
Oh yeah, this girl killing ants.
You never told me that version.
I know. For what? So you can go in on me? Like,
yes.
What you have to say? I've had enough. But yeah, I just, gosh. Yeah, I will say this. I remember the amount of nervous energy I had. I had never been that nervous.
Why were you
ever.
nervous?
I don't know. I think, like I said, I took a hiatus.
This was your first time meeting up with this guy.
Yeah, I took a hiatus for like it was because that 2019? It was rough. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we thought 2020 was be the best year of our lives
because 2019 it couldn't have got any worse than that. So I took a huge exactly. I took a huge hiatus from dating because I was like, I'm gonna be dating with a purpose. I really know what I want. I've done the work on myself to like really, I don't know, like I positive affirmations, everything, like literally doing this work on myself. And that date was a disaster. Like I literally, I don't know. The second date I went on with the guy, it was everything. It was nice. And I told myself, Nicole, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was a nervous wreck and it was clear. But it made me realize something. I have given, no.
And Aunt paid the price.
No zoos.
No. No zoos, really? So I'm just going to kill an animal?
I mean, if you kill an ant.
You don't need to be near wildlife, period.
Right? Ant today, worm tomorrow.
Really?
Then a snake.
A whale, like
whales.
Okay.
I
should have never told you guys this story.
Endangered species.
You should have.
Sorry.
I'll be straight up. But no, I realized something. I have cut men off for weird, nervous energy. And it was like, oh shit, Nicole. They could have been a genuine. They could have been a genuine person. They could have been just like me in that instance. And it made me realize and learn. I feel like every dating situation, you should learn from it. Absolutely. And I realized, of course, I'm like, Nicole, if you're this nervous, like, chill. You know what I mean? But secondly, like, damn, people mess up and people come to you sometimes the way they are. Some people come to you mean. Some people come to you like with bad energy. They come and some people might not come in their best form. I was not in my best form.
This is true.
Yeah.
Presents are everything. Too,
yeah, and I should have. I don't know. It cracked before, like City High. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but I don't know. Like I realized that though. It made me like come full circle. Like damn.
Have you ever been that nervous on a date where you just did something stupid?
Either said or did.
I've been pretty nervous on dates before. I don't know if I'm killing ants, but I'll never get over it.
I'm just gonna change my name, Tash and Ant Killer. Goddamn.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've knocked some stuff over before, but that's like typical stuff, Spilled a drink on her.
Dang.
You spilled a drink on her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not coming back from that shit.
Cache would have cut you off.
Yeah. We would be talking about you on the podcast right now.
Oh my gosh. Really? Just I spilled the drink on you? I mean, it happens. It happens.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. That's how I used to be until I was that weird bitch.
So you would cut me off if I spilled a drink on you?
I wouldn't.
You were that nervous?
First day.
I wouldn't.
It depends on how you handle it afterwards. Like, if you were just real, like, oh my God, I was so nervous. Like, I'd be like, oh, he's never been in the presence of a real bitch before, so he couldn't handle it.
I can't.
So that would forgive you. Like,
Okay.
I get it.
What behavior out of me would warrant a ghost in if I spilled
the touching my face.
Touching my body without even, like, my consent.
Definitely
like, chill.
And this might sound dumb, but, like, complimenting me too much on a first date. It's like, oh, you're so beautiful. Mm-hmm. You're amazing. You're so pretty. Like, it's good to, like, be attracted to me. But to, like, when you're on the 10th, like, you're beautiful.
Two boosts.
Queen. It's like.
Queen.
Did you just kick?
Yes. I'm like, I get it, but okay, now get to know me as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you don't know anything but the surface.
And you're like
You know if I'm crazy.
you're drowning me in compliments.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. Like, let me digest the first two. And then compliment me again the next day. Like, but stop right now. Like, it's too much.
The only thing I think is upfront being like misogynist, like straight. I didn't ghost him, but we just trickled off, like you said, because he was automatically like, if it's my woman, she can't be out wearing this and then this and this, and I was like, Then, like I don't know why any man thinks he has rule over.
Said on the first date.
Anyone? Yeah. We didn't even get to the date, girl.
Like, I get there's certain things you don't want your girlfriend to do, but to be voicing it out on the first date is
He's like, my woman, I want to be the one
Not the
working.
first
I
date.
want to do this. I'm like, oh, you've got a lot of things you want to do. I'm like, well, done. Like,
Good to know.
Yeah. Not for me. I just, I wouldn't be disrespectful in my relationship.
Right.
However, you know what I mean? If I chose to wear anything I wanted to, it's my body. Like, what are you going to do? Spank me? Like, what am I going to get in trouble? Not in a good way. I'm saying, what are you going to do? Like, am I going to get in trouble?
I've seen people it's like, okay, I can see why.
Yeah.
You had a boyfriend, he'd be mad at you wearing
Like, your urethra shouldn't be out.
These, like,
You know what I
falling
mean?
shorts
Yeah.
up your ass and,
That's
like,
right.
your whole ass is out.
Like, don't do that. Like, especially if it's your husband, too. Like, girl, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Sort of thing
unless
you
y'all
shouldn't
have
do.
that relationship,
yeah.
do you?
Yeah.
But as far as
You
me
might
and my
not want your
house,
girlfriend butt naked on the silhouette challenge, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
Yeah.
Not on my timeline.
Oh, but I thought you just said that you don't
It's
mind.
the end goal.
See, the truth came out.
It's
The truth
end
came
goal.
out.
What am I getting? Again, food stamps. You gotta
Food
eat.
stamps?
Gotta eat.
I haven't got food stamps since Texas State.
I wish I
They
got
were
food
lit, though.
stamps.
Hey,
Hmm.
I had them for a little bit.
Sick of those.
I did
like-
too, and they're the best thing I've ever
Okay, Captain
experienced. in my
Crunch. I
life.
never take this.
You had it in college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Can a guy come back from being ghosted? Can he redeem himself?
Like, if you were ghosted
If
or
you
you
ghosted the
someone.
guy,
Mhm.
can he make a comeback?
There's probably a reason.
Is there
Yeah, probably.
For
any hope for
women,
him?
If we ghosted a guy, I personally don't think there would be a comeback.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I ghosted. Like if Herps came back, no.
Not her. Not her.
Herps.
I'm sorry.
That's his
No.
nickname. Big H,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah, Herps came back.
I
Not
don't
donut,
think
man.
so. No, I really wouldn't even want a man that would she ghosted me. That would even not respect himself enough to.
You know what
Respect
I yourself,
yourself.
king. Like, you're a king.
So-
I ghosted you.
Move with somebody that wouldn't do that to you. Like,
Respect
now you're just
yourself
showing up
enough.
extra weak.
Especially like, listen, I ain't like,
I
bitch,
put you in a
you're done.
category.
I ain't shit. Go.
Respect where I put you.
Yeah.
Like if you, cause I've had
You're trying to crawl out of where I put you, and that's not.
it's kind of like that guy in your DMs that you haven't responded to since 2012 that keeps messaging you.
So
It's
you
like,
got DMs since
I have no respect
2012?
for you at this point. I've had that happen, yes.
Oh, popping.
Yeah, like they still message to this day.
That's very weird.
And I've never messaged back.
Very
It's very
strange.
weird.
No, that could be
Yeah.
your husband in there.
No, I don't feel like my husband's that desperate.
Don't you want a man that's just crazy about you?
Not
Not
crazy.
that way. Yeah.
Crazy about you? Yes, not
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
Hey man, is he not killing ants?
I was waiting for it.
We
I was
go-
literally
you
quiet.
regret some
I
of
was
brought that up.
waiting for this. No, I actually am good with this. I know there's a bunch of
Right.
killing bitches out there like
She's-
me, you know.
She's come to terms with it.
If you killed an ant, please subscribe.
Please,
Let's take a drink for that ant.
man. Rest in peace,
Rest
to
in
my homie.
peace.
He didn't deserve that.
He really did.
He had a family.
I'm not gonna
He
lie,
did
he
nothing
didn't.
wrong, Nicole.
He was minding his business, and I was like,
What did he do to you?
Mm.
Like, she said smash.
yeah, with my finger.
Mm. I hate to see it.
I do too.
Yeah.
But, it happens.
It'd be like,
I know why I got ghosted. I didn't even need to ask, but I knew.
Yeah, he didn't even answer when you knew by the
Yeah,
end.
that's why I was like, I
storyline.
knew why, but like,
it was the nervous energy.
Man.
I feel like
I've never.
Do you
It
feel like
was
there's a
nervous.
time where you know why you got ghosted? Like you look
You're
back,
like,
you're
yeah, I was
okay,
trash.
yeah.
again, I look back at the messages, and if we went out, I'm
Messages.
like, yeah, I was kind of being a little forward or awkward. So I get it, and but in order for me to get over that, I understand I'm not for everybody, and everybody's
Yeah.
not for me.
That's true.
So I'm cool with that. Like, that's fine. I know, like I said, I'm big on vibes. So if we vibe, it's unmistakable. It's undeniable.
I have a question. You know, we're ghosting like in terms of talking to someone, but has anyone ever ghosted you guys in a relationship where you were actually dating someone and they done? Mm-mm. No reason as to why they stopped talking to you, nothing.
Okay.
Not in a relationship.
Not a relationship, like dating. Like
Not a relationship.
Like them.
It never got to a relationship, but I would say we were like kind of seriously talking.
Yeah.
This was back at Texas State.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the first girl that broke my heart, actually.
Oh.
That's the first time I ever got my heart broke. Like,
Sync have your
shattered.
Dang.
Not shattered.
But I feel like you said, I think I know why.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy you bring that up.
Okay.
You're opening those wounds, Nicole. Good job.
That is so crazy you bring that
continue.
up because I just did a recording for this YouTube thing yesterday, and we did like a 90s music challenge, and we had to pick songs from 91, 95. So while I was looking for songs, I came across this one song that I distinctly remember I sent her, and looking back on it, like when I listened to the lyrics, I was like, it's kind of deep. But I was being honest at that time.
Oh, so you sent her that song?
I sent her the song.
Okay. That's really sweet.
And I told her, you know, like literally she had just left my spot, you know, like we had a great time. And I was like, you know, let me know when you make it. And back then Facebook was the thing. So Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And, you know, she told me on there, and then I sent her the song. You know, I was like, I had a great time with you. This song reminds me of you, or reminds me of us. And listen to the lyrics. I think it was probably a little too deep. I forgot what song. It's SWV.
Aww.
SWV always on my mind. If you get a chance, listen to that. But
it wasn't too deep. She just wasn't the right person.
Yeah,
it's a little too deep.
Yeah,
you know?
It wasn't.
A woman that really likes you,
she would have loved
too much
it.
for her.
She would have already thought about the kids you guys are going to be having.
No, she was like,
yeah.
But I feel like it wasn't valid. I feel like it wasn't valid because prior to us even talking, like other relationships and talking to other women, I felt like I'd always been too forward or came on too strong, and then that's why they dipped. So for this particular chick, I was like, I'm going to hold off.
Okay.
And she was more forward. Like she was telling me things early on. Like, you know, we would sit in the car for like 2 hours with the car on talking, and then I leave, and then she texts me like 15 minutes later, like, I had a great time with you. I wish you would have kissed me.
Okay.
And that's something I feel like I had did in the past that would have ran her off. So I didn't do those things. So rather than me, like, you know, when I used to get things like that, she give me 20 or 50, I'm coming 60, 70.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, you know, I wish I would. But, you know, I was more reserved. Like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I was very standoffish.
You said, okay, maybe she didn't think you were into her.
No, she knew.
Because, again, I had made it, this is way early in the phase. And then we're talking about, I sent her that song. She had gave me those signs like.
Correct. So you were
time and time
when
again.
she said, I wish you would have kissed me the next time you seen her, did you kiss her?
I didn't.
Okay.
But again, we're still talking like.
Maybe you.
I don't know. I would have felt in the friend zone at that point.
Yeah, maybe she kept hoping that you were going to get to that point, and then finally you show up with the song. Like, well.
I mean, she didn't go.
Had you kissed her by that time though when you sent the song?
No. I kissed her way after that. But still, I don't think that's why she ghosted me. I feel like that wasn't a reason to ghost me. Like, you're showing me these signs. Like, she's telling me she's dressing different on... I only saw her on Wednesdays because that was the only time we had class at the same time and we passed each other in the quad. So she'd say she dressed different on Wednesdays only for me because she's a sports major.
So she definitely liked you.
Right.
She wanted that kiss though.
Said,
give me them lips. Nah.
Period.
But so I had a dream about her one time, and I forgot what the details of the dream were, but it was pretty specific. And I just told her like, "Hey, I had a dream about you. This and this and this happened." And like before then, we usually are pretty good on communication. Like we would text back and forth. And then for whatever reason, as soon as I told her that, it was like silence. It was like ghost. Like she'd never been that quiet. Like 2 hours, and I was like, "Did you read my text?" She was like, "Yeah." ... I'm like, "Okay, what'd you think?" She told me, "I feel like you're into me more than I feel like you like me more than I like you."
I was going to say that.
That came as a shock to me because I was like, really? Because looking through these threads, the stuff that you told me, and then what I tell you back. Like, for every 5 great things you tell about me, I give you 1. And you're telling me that I like you more than you like me.
So that's what happened. So eventually she thought this way about you initially, and then for whatever reason, it could have been the vibe, it could have been the kiss, it could have been her overthinking things, it could have been a lot of things. She realized that she actually didn't like you as much as she thought she did, you know, and she
Damn,
told
that
her.
hurts.
It does. That
I
was
was
my feelings. Like,
hurt.
I would have been shattered too. I'm not gonna lie.
I was hurt.
Yeah.
I was definitely. I cried. I did.
Oh,
I've cried before too.
That was Drake. Drake was coming up back then.
Yeah.
I just had a whole.
Those Drake times were hard.
they were. He got It's like damn.
He knew our hearts back then. Because,
Man,
yeah.
I was definitely listening to Drake that whole entire time. Just on.
I get that.
I was to this day. I have no idea. I never got the closure from it. I don't know why she dipped off. She came back around probably 3 months later.
Thought that.
You know, hit me up drunkenly like, come out to the square. You know, come.
She wanted you to buy drinks.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, you never kissed me. I never. And I was like, I can't. You know, I'm still looking to her. My dumb ass. Like, I'm still looking at her in this perfect life. Emoji. Like, I can't. She was like, so you're not going to kiss me? Obviously, I kissed her, but it didn't feel right. It's like, you're clearly drunk.
Yeah.
You're going through something.
Yeah.
Like, it was never the same after that.
Yeah.
Kind of your fault a little bit too, but you shouldn't have waited. So I mean, no. Either way it goes. Clearly, she wasn't as into you as you were into her. Unfortunately, some women and some people in general, I think, do that. They like kind of string you along while they figure out themselves, and it's not fair. Yeah. But they do.
Even without the kiss, you were giving her like hella signs that you were really into her.
Yeah, and it seems vice versa.
She might have been taking it as, okay, like, I'm confused. Is this the friend zone? Or
because you haven't kissed me yet, sir. Like, how
We're
long?
talking
She might have been used to guys moving way faster, I guess.
I'm telling you, we had, like, early, the first date that I took her on to the movies, we were talking, like, a married couple.
Okay.
Like, literally, it was, like, even. Hit it off. Went to the movies, watching some movie. There was a dog on there. She's talking about, oh, yeah, that's the dog that we're going to get. Weird. It's the language for me.
She was doing all that.
She love bombed you.
I was like, oh, no, we're not getting that.
She love bombed you.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she love bombed you. You know what that is, right? That's a thing. When they give you all of this stuff up front, and you're kind of like, what? You're a little apprehensive, but you're like, I do like them. They literally give you all this affection, all this attention, like even talk about future so early. And if you really like them, you're not going to think, warning, warning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with this. Yeah. And then they only do that for themselves, by the way. And then you're like, now you're invested, and now you're giving it back. And then bam, they're like, oh, I'm done playing with you. Wow. Like, and it's really like a narcissistic thing. You should look that up. Yeah. It happens.
Love bomb.
We just learned about love bomb.
We were just talking about that because
Yeah.
I ended up feeling stupid after because he came back with a legit excuse. But
Who did the love bomb?
Well, we that's a long story.
Love
It was somebody that I just met.
Yeah.
We went on a really good date.
Man. I was really picturing
I thought I was being ghosted.
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, he'd hit me back with what we concluded was legit reason as to why.
That he ghosted you?
But
Still
me and Nicole were going
eye out, but still.
We still got our, eye on him, but we were going back and forth on Instagram, like
I was
him,
exactly.
Go to hell, like,
I was like because I believe in love.
His grandma, her ashy ass. We were like
going in.
Going
I was so bad,
and I was like,
why do you?
What? Hit me back.
I know. She's like, you hit me back. I was like, okay,
I might be crazy.
You're not crazy. It is understand. Like I told her,
I was triggered. I was triggered from that ghosting experience.
And I told her, I said, listen, okay, because I believe in love, I'm gonna tell you what I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? I tried to be like, let him come back with an explanation.
Since then, he's been very consistent and whatnot. And we're like, we still got our, eyebrow raised.
Yes, correct. Because you never know. Like I said, there could be a legitimate reason. Absolutely. But what I told her was, if he comes back and he said he's mad at you for having any kind of feelings I'm like, make him explain. Because sometimes when people do that things, if they're lying if they don't really explain to you. Yeah. If they don't give you an explanation, if they get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So if he doesn't do those things and he gives you a legitimate excuse, then okay.
We were going down a crazy rabbit hole.
Who love bombed?
We were wishing hell on him.
He love bombed you.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. I was like, is this a love bombing situation? Because that's not cool, like, don't do that to people. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, she love bombed you. You just didn't know, but she did. Especially in the beginning. Like, that happened to me, that demon. And
Not demon.
Demon.
Yes, it happened to me, and I didn't realize what was happening. It was a whirlwind, and I'm like, oh my god, he's doing all these things, and come to find out he was just trash. Like,
yeah.
And so it happens. That's what happened. And I'm sorry. You know, that
I'm
happened.
sorry.
We'll jump her if you want.
She's definitely married. And got a whole kid.
She's married now?
Married. Got a whole kid.
Do you feel over the situation? Like, I've moved on? Or
I'm over it.
But you
I
would
think
still trip her or
it's
whatever?
definitely...
Like in the hallway or whatever.
I mean, I thought about it.
Yeah.
It always feels like the end of the world till you meet somebody else. Like,
true.
That makes you feel.
Like, it's definitely like my learning experience. Like, that was the one I can pinpoint. I got my heart broke then. Like, have I ever been in love before? Everybody asked that. Yes. Like, I was in love with that girl.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I thought that was my life.
Like, you shouldn't stop being sweet like that and like doing what you were doing.
Be yourself. Be genuine.
There's a right person.
Don't
for that.
kill ants or whatever. But
definitely not killing ants.
Be genuine.
Yeah,
I would kill an ant for her. That's how much I liked her. Like,
see,
I would kill an ant.
You get it.
I would kill an ant for you. Because I touch your face. So is it okay if I touch your face and tell you I'll kill ants for you?
No, that's
still.
I'm dying inside.
Wow.
Psychopath.
It's never enough. It's never enough for women.
After you like really know somebody, then you can touch my face.
Second date, I can touch your face and then tell you I'll kill ants.
Don't even.
Yeah, don't touch my face on a
Please
date,
don't.
please.
Or my hair. I mean, I don't mind you touching my hair,
right.
but maybe later, maybe weeks down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put your hands in my hair.
It depends on what setting we're in that you're touching my hair.
Yeah, it's like we're at the restaurant at the Oasis.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Random question. When is it too early to kiss the girl?
If I'm really into the person on the first date, that's not me.
Like, is the first date, is that acceptable?
If the vibe
like,
is
how do we
right,
know?
I think that's
acceptable
acceptable
on the first date.
How do we know?
I know. Well, hold on, that's not true. Up until the last person I dated, I never did, and I was like, the last person, I was like, yes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
How do you know?
You
what signals?
It's a chemistry.
She's
Am I
giving you a vibe.
It's a
She's doing little things like,
See, like, I'm good on nonverbal
she's
communication.
laughing at jokes you know or not.
If she's touching the shoulder, the knee, she's laughing at all my corny jokes. I can understand that, but then how does that equal? Yeah,
she gives you that little. If she gives you that 2-hand hug,
what you could
like
do?
this, she wants you.
Oh yeah, if she gives you one of this, just don't.
Do you get the church hug?
Have a good
Don't
night. Don't kiss her.
Yeah.
But what you could do is be a gentleman and offer to kiss her on the cheek. You know what I mean?
So that's not creepy.
I don't think so. Like, if you feel I'm saying so you can feel the vibe. If you feel it and you definitely are like sure, when you're sure. If you feel that, then you can offer a kiss on the cheek. You know what I mean? And if she's like, "Psych, got you at the last minute," and kiss
oh yeah, that definitely.
I've done that before.
If I'm gonna kiss somebody, I'll keep the hands interlocked.
See that is like the last resort.
Then we pull back.
We do the hug.
Shake it to you, looking good like that.
That's when I know when they do that and it's stayed there and it's the look. She definitely wants it.
So I'm like, bring the lips here.
No.
Period.
Okay. I don't make the first move. I'm terrified of stuff like that, unless it's like killing an ant or whatever. But
like, I
don't
once and it went terribly wrong.
I remember you told me that. That was so funny.
Really?
I was like, oh damn.
It wasn't funny for me.
Yeah, she was like, what the hell?
Like, excuse me?
Have you met me? Like, what?
Well, me?
I remember she told me, she's like, I got curved. I got
what? Curved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
So I went in for, okay.
You went in.
Hold on.
I told him good night. I did the little, the interlocking.
And you sat there?
And we put away. I moved in about 20. And he was like, oh, not yet. So I got home and I'm like, what the fuck he did it? Like,
yes.
Carved me. I texted him, I was like, what's up with this? Like, I'm confused. And he was like, oh, kissing is just really intimate to me. And
he didn't even offer you like the cheek?
No. Like, so the next time we met up, it was really confusing because he was trying to kiss my other lips.
Ooh.
So I was really confused. I was like,
warning.
I was like, what? I was like, so this was too intimate for you, but you're ready to eat a bitch.
Was something wrong with his mouth?
You're ready to eat a bitch.
I'm so confused.
I was really confused too.
Girl, that sounds like a absolutely not.
I didn't know when that was.
That was confused. I was like, I was telling Nicole, I was like,
So
I don't know
kissing
if
is
like,
intimate, but
not eating my whole crotch.
I was conflicted because I was
Alright.
like, okay, if I didn't want to kiss him, people would be so much understanding to that because I'm a woman. So it would be that double
but why don't
standard.
you want to kiss?
And I'm like, should I be mad that he wants to wait, or should I be understanding?
And I was like,
you
you
know
know
what I mean?
like,
Like,
but she had told me they'd already been like not intimate at all, but like they've been in settings where they were cuddled and stuff like that. So like, sir, what? And it wasn't like the first date. Like, it's about time for kiss. Like,
we've been hanging out for like a month at that point.
Yeah, like what?
So then,
so he's a guy. What the hell happened?
Yeah, what?
He ghosted you after that?
No.
You ghosted him.
We hung out for a while, but then it was just like, I felt like you said, the girl was nagging. I felt like I was the person trying to like set the next date to like meet up.
Yeah,
and I felt like, okay, maybe I should extend myself because I usually don't do that.
Yeah.
So maybe I should like set the next date or whatever.
Oh, he was the one reaching out.
No,
she was.
You were the one reaching out.
Correct.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe I should reach out and not expect him to just reach out to me.
Yeah.
And I should show that effort.
Yeah.
Put that through. Blah, blah. I never do that shit again. But clearly that's not the move.
That's not the move.
Yeah, clearly it's not the move.
Dang.
Yeah, it was just weird. And then finally I was like, fuck this. Like, this isn't going
this
anywhere.
ain't.
Like, this ain't it.
It just kind of trickled off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's true when people say when a man really wants you,
he will come pursue you.
He will pursue you at all costs. That's true.
So then if a guy, on the flip side then, you say that you got curved, you saw that as a curve. So then how is it if a dude tries to go in for it and, you know.
That's why I said it's a double standard, so I didn't know how to take that.
Yeah,
do we take that as a curve?
Yeah.
Like, how do we take that? You don't like me?
That's why I didn't know if maybe I should just be patient because he wants to wait.
He legitimately said, I want to wait. That's what she was like, okay, I'm going to respect that because she was thinking about the double standard.
Then it was more confusing when you come back and you want to eat
my
the
lips.
cookies. Like, that don't make sense.
Cooter.
Yeah.
What? This is intimate to you, but this isn't?
Yeah, like which one is it? Because that makes no sense. That's
Jesus.
weird.
Yeah, make it make sense.
Very weird.
Yeah.
What happened?
What?
I
feel like it might have been one of those where he just wanted.
He probably just wanted to.
Yeah.
But again, you can get there
what?
by kissing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he's not big on PDA.
Some people are weird like that too. They're like mouths.
We
like
wasn't
they don't
in
mouth
public.
germs.
It wasn't in public.
No, I was leaving his place. This was, and we were in the parking lot, and he's walking to my car.
You probably had bitches out.
Yeah,
I did the interlocking.
you locked it down.
Yeah.
You secured it.
That's the main sign that when you kiss me goodnight.
Right.
And I went in like 20, expecting like, okay, he's gonna come back. The additional.
And he didn't.
And yeah, he was like,
like the record.
I was so offended. Like, that's never happened to me in this lifetime.
Not lifetime.
That usually don't happen to women.
You don't think he was talking to somebody else, maybe?
That could have been, but even so.
Correct.
Even when I've been talking to multiple people, I've never. And still kiss somebody, yeah.
Even in this age of Corona.
Mouth germs,
weird. So I was like, okay, like maybe he just wants to really get to know me. Like he really wants to date seriously, so he doesn't want to move too.
But then he asked.
But this was like a month
How
later.
long ago did he ask you to cooter?
Like the next week. When we
maybe it was like a mercy.
Was he drunk?
Yeah, like the next week when I came over, he was trying to kiss me.
It was a mercy kiss. That's what it was.
Probably he was trying to make up for it.
I had to curve him because I know you fucking lying. You gonna do that to me? I'm gonna curve you at least 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So vengeance is yours.
Yeah, I'm like, now you're gonna work for these because you did that to me. Like, no.
Push him in the forehead.
No, I was like,
face
he had came and he had did like one of these, and I was like, what?
You
I thought that was
what?
too intimate for you. Like what?
Now you gonna be petty to me?
Now you gonna wait.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
wow!
It's not gonna be that easy.
You know
once
you
you
want
do that.
these lips. Now you gonna make me wait.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be that easy. After you buck on me, like you did one of these. No, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like now you gonna wait.
But then he offered to eat the box.
Yeah, I'm
Eat
like,
the box.
what? I'm like, so that's not intimate to you, but
kissing is. But okay.
Go
I
on.
don't know. That one really don't make sense to me, honestly.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say we have it all together. Sometimes we just.
It's not right.
I don't know.
When I told Nicole that he didn't want to kiss, she was like, huh?
I've never heard of such a thing. I've never heard of that.
Ever.
It's not very
never
often
happened to
that you
me.
see guys say that.
Never. And you don't want to be like the person that's like does he like women? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, to be that type of
true.
person. I'm like,
I wasn't going there.
I was thinking so many things. Like,
I feel like that's so arrogant to automatically be like, oh, he gay.
In
Like,
today's,
well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, like, that's weird. And I was like, did he have a girl?
I know he's been with women before.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but I'm saying, like, in my brain, I'm thinking of all of these things.
We
like,
all went to school together.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah.
Another thing I think is stop dating people from college. Like, I mean,
Maybe.
No.
College is the best place really to meet somebody.
When
When you're in college.
So I wish I would have taken it more seriously.
Yes.
That's why I went back after college though, because
I never had like a serious relationship in college, and we've talked, so you probably know why.
Yeah.
So
absolutely
because of that reason,
same here.
I never had a serious relationship in college. But
Me
I feel
too.
like that's the best place to meet somebody, and after you graduate, it just gets so much harder.
It does.
It does.
Coming from my standpoint, I had a serious boyfriend. My first college I went to, second college I went to was a guy I married.
Really?
And so that always doesn't work out either. So I mean, I don't know. Got married pretty young. Don't recommend it.
If I feel like my standards back then and what I was looking for would have been different, I might be married today to somebody.
I think I might be.
Yeah.
Had I taken the approach I do now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have met somebody back then, because I had a lot of people that like wanted to date me, but once they heard that certain thing about me, they were like,
they weren't with it. That was
they
my
weren't
situation
with it.
too.
Yeah.
They weren't with it. They didn't stick around.
I mean, that's true, but the same thing, I tell people that we had a conversation a long time, like, with some of our male guests, and we're like, to be honest with you, especially dating now, men don't want good women. They don't care.
We don't?
No, they don't care. Like, they don't care if you're, I'm not talking about good in that sense. They don't care if you are, like, if you're not experienced. There are men who will be like, nope, done. And still, yes, we both have had these situations.
Wait,
absolutely.
I would say for men and women, being somebody who's inexperienced or a virgin isn't attractive to them.
And I get it, I get
even
it to a certain
when
extent.
I was a virgin, it wasn't attractive to me to date somebody else that was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It wasn't attractive
I
to
did
date
not
someone
want to
who
be
also
anyone.
was.
I felt like we both were going to be like deer in the
Trash.
headlights.
I mean, but that's what
What?
you learn.
Yeah.
I feel like that was perfect for me, because it's like, well, we're on the same page, so there's.
I've met a lot of men that do not want to date somebody that's
They don't.
separated.
Or even afterwards.
we're like that.
And a lot of women too that were like, hell no. I don't want to date somebody like a man that's separated. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's, I don't know.
You're right. Has it changed today?
I don't think I would want to date someone who is super inexperienced, just because, like.
So you wouldn't want to teach them?
I wouldn't have a problem with that if we were really, like.
Serious.
Yeah, if we were serious, I definitely wouldn't have a problem with that. But no, it means the same. Like, after I got out of my divorce, I was married with the same person for such a long time. Mm-hmm. So after that, they're like, oh no. Like, they're, you know what I mean? Like, they were not interested. Literally, the guy was like, I don't have time. Like, I don't have time to teach a woman. He's like, I just don't. I mean, but we were looking for different things. He was just looking for, who's to say I wouldn't be good or not? You know, you don't know. But, I mean, I think it hasn't really changed that much. But nowadays, I think men are just, and I see what you mean, though, as far as guys. Like, I wouldn't want to either. Like,
really?
Remember that guy I told you that? He's like, I don't really eat vagina. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I remember telling you I'd be like.
You're like, oh,
that's a deal breaker. I can't.
What are we, like, in high school? Like, I mean, I wasn't doing that stuff in high school, but I'm just saying, like, sir, you are.
I mean, it's the same thing for dudes.
No.
Suck dick. That's crazy.
A lot of men, if you said that
my
to
schedule's
them,
booked.
like, bye.
Got no time for you. Honestly, we'll see that as a challenge, though. Like, oh, I've heard that before.
You're on the forehead. That's what you think.
That's what you think. That's crazy. You don't suck dick, I kill ants.
Wow. Wait.
That's crazy. We both do things that aren't acceptable.
Oh my god.
I will never. I hope this somehow burns this footage. Like,
no, it's gonna be out there forever.
I feel like 10 years from now, like, it'll be like, hey, Kevin. Oh, wait.
Hey, ant killer. You still killing ants?
That's not cool.
It's hilarious.
It's so sad. It really is.
What? Leave me alone.
Like, that'll never not be a thing now. That's what I'll know you guys.
I should have never told this story.
So literally, when I go on another date or something, I'm gonna be like,
yo, let me tell you about this girl. This crazy bitch. Man, my bad.
Oh my god.
Jay, if you're out there, I do apologize for that. I'm sure it was awkward for you, but sorry. Anyways, so guys, first of all, I think we could probably talk to you for forever.
Right.
Like, you're
Forever.
probably the only guest so far that we could probably just talk to you for.
We gotta have you back.
How many guests have y'all had?
We've had a few, actually.
Yeah.
How many male guests have y'all had?
Off camera, we'll tell you about
Only
another
2
guest.
others. Yeah.
But yeah, we only had 2 other male guests. They were pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
We've always been seeking more. I actually was watching your YouTube channel.
Which one?
The one where you guys were doing music like reviews.
Oh,
I watched your Queen one.
Queen Naja?
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh!
It was the song Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes,
That one had the most views.
Yeah, I watched your Bohemian Rhapsody one. I hated that song. I had to sing it. And
What?
Well, I get it, but I wanted to sing soulfully. But it neither here nor there. But no, I watched your channel. It was pretty dope. So I like your concept and everything. And I'm sure you can tell us a little bit more about your
Oh, yes, absolutely. All you guys love music. Music lovers out there. We have a YouTube channel. Me and my boy Kev. It's called Kevin Kev.
Yep.
Literally no spaces. Kevin, K-E-V. Kevin Kev. No spaces. Look it up on YouTube. We do video reactions, choreography, music, videos, just about anything. We react to whatever, any type of music. Y'all recommend it. We react to it. And apparently people like that stuff. So
Yeah, they do.
They get a kick out of it. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Go check us out if you like it. Let us know. Drop a comment.
You do photography too?
I also do photography.
Oh yeah, she showed me. Yes. That's right.
We need to hire him to do our
Yeah,
pictures.
we need you for because we're gonna do another one for spring or summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do
Please,
photography
we're
on
gonna
the
hire
side
you
as well. I have a photo page, Candids by Kev, Candids with a K, X K-E-V. So look me up. I have a lot of concert stuff on there because that's just what I do. That's my avenue, but I literally do everything else. I've done weddings, I've done engagements. I have an engagement shoot next week in Austin.
Oh
actually,
yay!
at Zilker. I got to
nice.
shoot Zilker. I've done weddings. I've done maternity shoots. You name it.
You out here working.
You name it, I've done it.
A strong black.
Strong.
We love to see it.
Loved. That's dope. Thank you so much for coming on our show, you guys. This is probably one of our favorite.
Oh
ones
man,
of all
that's
time.
my favorite.
Definitely like and subscribe. We forgot to tell y'all to drink, but y'all should have been drinking already.
Yeah.
Oh look, you
Y'all
drink
know what's
mimosas? I'm
At this
there.
point, like what? You
I'm a
know?
complete whore for mimosas. Like, I'll pop up.
I guess we'll see y'all next week for another conversation.
Bye, guys.